Good morning. Technically, it's yesterday, but it's Tuesday for us on the channel, and I hope I can get this right. I don't want to just personally rant and rave. I do that all the time on the channel. If you'd like to see what it's all about, there's plenty of content on my homepage. Hey, go check that out. Reactions, rants, rabbit holes with Rollen Green. Trying to dispel the cult one reaction at a time. Cult of personality, that is. It's not really working, but we're trying. At least I know their hate doesn't dictate what we do. We just forego any sort of reach. And the algorithm keeps us all happy. Evergreen, I mean Evergreen University, and this is how I think we're gonna do it. Y'all find my shit over here on YouTube. So you come over here to your search bar and you then you push a button and you start recording and look stupid. Now, if you put Evergreen University into your search bar, you will find, you will find an interesting story that, let's be blunt, the left was probably not too proud of, but for some, take inspiration from. All I needed to do was hear the phone call where they said, hey, what's going on? Well, students or people are being stopped at the entrance to the university. And they're like, who's doing that? They're like, the students have sort of taken over the campus. And they're like, well, why haven't you stopped them? Here's the question we're here to address. How do we actually get to a point where these students and their effing feelings are now spilling out in the street like their opinion is the only opinion that matters, and now they have violent takes when you don't agree? Now, Evergreen, I think, ended with a roaming band of just special individuals that if I could talk to any one of them personally in a back alley, it'd be like a tragedy. But when 15 of them pick up baseball bats and start going around thumping on everybody they think is, well, let's just go with communist authoritarian, even though that's their label, that's who I fear. So, any sort of socialist, communist, authoritarian douchebag who thinks how much pole you smoke is more important than, let's say, what kind of moral base you have. So I find that all really interesting. And, what do you do? I thought I would talk about looking up Evergreen University, if you'd like, and then go anywhere you want and see what's going on in Minneapolis. Look at it from all sides. But start with the Evergreen University. Does that go back to 2016, I think? I can't remember. I didn't make Warren Smith Secret Scholar Society. They had Ange watch this one yesterday. A pretty decent breakdown, and then at the end it had, well, I give all credit where credit's due. Here, where's this phone call? Okay, finally.
To go the
It's our shopping.
evolves into chaos.
We're having civil unrest on campus, major protests. There are shopping vehicles coming on and leaving campus.
Who's stopping them? Isn't it our guys?
It's our students that are stopping people.
Oh, our students that are stopping people. Why aren't we stopping them from stopping people?
Because the president has told Stacy to stand down.
Right there. So, I'm so sorry for the feelings of those who wish their movement success. When it comes to a head, I have to be on the side that said, I tried. I tried to be, I tried to point in the right direction, I hope. It's unsustainable. You are being allowed to either run around and do the activities that are getting the views, you're supported by the system. It's not a rebellion. It's a coup. And until we wake up to that idea that they're all in on it together, because here that's the point of why I think that's so powerful. It never had to happen. They gotta shut that down. You can shut that down. Roaming bands with baseball bats governing the campus ain't gonna work. I'll tell you this because I'm gonna come from the other campus, and you get a bunch of varsity football guys with tire irons. Do you see how it escalates really quickly when you go to mob mentality? Because I promise you, your mob's not the strongest. It's just the one getting the support from the president. Ooh. Now, I'm lucky enough to believe in the guy who's in power right now, and our team don't get no love. They fucking hate us, so whatever. I feel bad for anybody that's going through some traumatic shit. But if that video I saw yesterday about getting in the way of stopping picking up like a convicted child molester, and that's who you're protecting, not you at all. But if that's who they're protecting, if that's who's worthy of protection, well, as I broke down in a couple earlier reactions today, but they came out yesterday for this one. This is not. It can't work. Can't work. Can't work. I lost my point. Damn, that sucks. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, it took a minute. Dig out a bowl, figure some stuff out. The unfortunate I broke down because the ex-con in me is struggling to deal with being a normie. The bad guy wants to go do bad things. Now it's 20 years, so I'm not gonna, but it's killing me. Because if it's a roaming band of people that identify by how much penis they put in them, I am positive my will is driven harder than that. Get it? The group that's the loudest is so not worthy of fear, I don't know what to do. Random acts of violence and jumping you and mob beatdowns and lynchings they're good at. Because that's part of the rhetoric. They fear something that doesn't exist, but partake in the practice regularly. I just watched it the other day. And you can call the guy a Nazi all you want. It's funny how your socialist radicalists get to march around and do their speech protected. Then the bad guys get to do speech you don't like without you putting your hands on them. I don't think some of these actions are stand up at all. I think they reek of asshole behavior. Putting bacon in places and playing games like you're all a bunch of children. When it comes down to it, the children will not be winning. You will find out there is people with will you cannot even comprehend. I'm not one of them. I just know it's true. I know there are groups just chomping at the bit. You know it's true. You'd have to be ignorant to believe that, did not think that's true. The difference is they won't be goaded into it. Your LARPing doesn't get a rise out of them. They're waiting for permission to go forward and clean up. And I just don't think people understand that at all. From Evergreen University to downtown Minneapolis, there is a reckoning coming, unfortunately. And I think the group, which Ange and I both talked about this, the same rape tent loving heroin addicts that we found at Occupy downtown Minneapolis way back in the day that drove us away from the left are in half the videos I see from actions in Minneapolis today. So whether it was Evergreen University probably being able to witness its decline and not doing anything about it, to Minnesota literally allowing the scum of the earth free reign to upset normies' lives. Because that's what it's about until they are replaced. Until they find a way to get rid of normies, they have to deal with normies. But then somehow get you to still keep going to work and paying their taxes, so their fraud and their scams, their schemes, their payments, their handouts and benefits all continue. And we're to the point in the storyline that people, I don't mean they like an asshole. I mean people who willingly film themselves brag about this subject. If they get to film themselves bragging about it, I get to think it's bullshit. See how that works? It's a two-way street. It's okay. They get to keep doing it. I ain't going to their house. Only if society falls apart. Then I know exactly where to go. It's funny how that works. A lot of people put themselves on Front Street. I guess if you hate me for what I say, you can come take care of it for the nothing I have. Other people can't say it that way, can they? They have too much to lose. And then they brag about it. And I wonder how we got from there to there. Do you think it's people just getting left to do whatever they want? Let me know. But I think we have a problem. Later.